Hey guys, this is Jason. I'm reviewing The Life of Chuck, directed by Mike Flannigan, and it is based off of the Stephen King short story. It stars Tom Hiddleston, Chitwel, Edgiafor, Karewn, Gillian, Sara, and Mark Hamil. And it's about Charles Krantz going from childhood to adulthood, learning more about life and what comes for him, where we get to see him learn more about heartbreak, love, loss, and showing what made him the person that he is today. Mike Flannigan is one of the best directors when it comes to horror movies. He's known for making movies like Oculus, Hush, Ouija Origin of Evil, Gerald's Game being his first Stephen King adaptation, his next one being Doctor Sleep, which I really love, and is known for doing some TV shows on Netflix like The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, and The Fall of House Usher. And I loved almost everything he has done, and every movie or show that he's involved in, I'm gonna be excited for it. Now, unlike those films and shows, this is not a horror movie. This is more of a feel-good movie with some supernatural elements, kind of like Tim Burton's Big Fish. And this movie proves that Flannigan is once again talented behind the camera. Now, this movie does something a little different with the story and its characters, where it does some things where you have to think about for a while, because it will leave you some questions that you would want to say out loud. I won't get into spoilers, but what I will say is that this movie decides to take the story and just flip it around just like the book did. And that's going to be jarring for some people that would want more of a mainstream story. And if you want a more mainstream story, you're not going to get that here, because it's definitely going to be jarring for those kind of people that want that type of film. But if you enjoy a film that decides to take some risks and change some things around, then you might actually appreciate this film. And once you pick the pieces together and understand what's going on, you start to feel sympathetic for Chuck and you understand where he's coming from, making the story feel moving and emotional, and you actually start to feel invested in our main character. And the actors looked like they were giving it their all. Like Tom Hiddleston was great, Chitwel Edgiafor is great, Karewn Gillian is great as well, Mark Hamil, and even Sara as well. This is also a gorgeous looking movie where you get a lot of wide shots of characters that are either just looking up at the sky at night, and you also see some characters that are just dancing around and just having a fun time. Speaking of the music, the score by the Newton brothers is really good. It's very soothing and gives the film a very relaxing tone. Now, even though this isn't a horror movie, there are some parts of it that are actually kind of scary, in particular with how the first act ends, which again, no spoilers, but the way they end the first act just to save it for the second act, I was like, oh, that was heavy. And there will also be like this one subplot with a character trying to learn about a room that character is trying to learn about, and the way they set up this room does give the tone a bit of a creepy feel, not like the outcome for when we eventually see what's in that room, but just the setup overall. And those were the only times where the film was getting pretty serious. Like whenever something like that would happen in the end of the first act, that's when you realize that this film isn't gonna be lighthearted all the time. But what I love about this film is that it makes you love and appreciate what's going on around you in life. And what I mean by that is that most of the time people would ignore just the beautiful things that they would see in life and just stay glued onto their phones or stay stuck on social media. Like most people wouldn't take like the time to just enjoy something beautiful that they are seeing right in front of them, like either a sunset or just mountains. But when you get a movie like this, it shows that characters would either do something with others around them or try to do something that they couldn't do because they would be stuck on social media a lot. And that's what I love about this film. It takes something about life that helps you love it and you just enjoy it, either with dancing or doing something else with others. Now, as for issues, there are only a couple. Like, there are a couple of parts of the humor that did feel a little jarring and didn't really mesh with the tone. Like, in particular, they would mention like this one website that they can't get to, and it's supposed to be like a humorous moment, and that kind of humor didn't really work for me. It kind of messed up the tone a little bit when they made like a call out for one of the popular websites. Another issue is that this movie uses a lot of narration, and honestly I think it's unnecessary. And I honestly think it's unnecessary because it's often used to narrate or explain like certain scenes that are happening or what a character is thinking, and it really felt like that they were just giving exposition to the audience, like explain to them about what's happening instead of just letting them figure it out on their own. The Life of Chuck is a really good movie where it nails a lot of stuff like the acting, the characters, the cinematography, the directing, the score, and the story about life. Now, is this Flannigan's best film? No. Is it one of his best films of all time? No. I still think there are other films of his I do actually like more than Life of Chuck. Is it a good movie overall? Yes. It is a really good film, and it's one of those films where you kind of have to watch more than once to understand what's going on, and it's kind of one of those films that makes you think and figure out what's going on with the story. And that's something that you don't often see in movies nowadays. And for me, The Life of Chuck is a very underrated movie, and I strongly recommend watching it if you haven't yet. I'm gonna give The Life of Chuck an A-. So guys, if you have seen The Life of Chuck, what do you think about it? Do you think it's a great movie, or do you think that this is Mike Flanagan's worst film? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing, because it helps my channel grow. Hit the notification bell so you know what other videos I'm posting. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.